Good morning, students. Let's continue our 8th chapter, Ashoka, the emperor who gave up war. In this video, we are going to talk about the topic ruling the empire, ruling the Mauryan Empire. Students, in previous video, we have seen the difference between the empires and the kingdoms. And we know the empires are larger than the kingdoms. So, different parts, they were ruled differently. Different parts of empires were ruled differently as empires are larger. Second, the area around Patliputra. We know Patliputra was the capital of the Mauryan Empire. So the area around Patliputra was under direct control of the emperor. The area around Patliputra was under the direct control of the emperor. Even in these areas, officials were appointed to collect taxes from the farmers, herders, traders and craft persons. Officials were appointed to collect taxes from farmers, herders, craft persons and traders. Even officials, they also punish those who disobey the ruler's orders. Officials were also appointed to punish the people who disobey the ruler's orders. Then officials were given salaries. Most of the officials who were appointed to collect taxes, who were appointed to punish the people who disobey the ruler's orders, they were offered salaries by the emperor. Even in the empire, messengers were also there. Messengers went here and there. Even spies, they kept a watch on the officials. Spies were also kept by the emperor to keep watch on the officials, whether the officials they perform their duties sincerely, honestly. So to check them, the emperor also appoints some spies. And the emperor supervised them all. The emperor supervised all the officials, messengers and spies with the help of the members of royal family. So this is one of the ways to rule the empire. There were other areas and provinces. Each of these was ruled from a provisional government, provisional capital. Students, besides Patliputra and other villages, there were other provinces or areas, and each of these was ruled from a provincial capital. They were Ujjain and Taxila. They were controlled by Taxila and they were controlled from Taxila and Ujjain. But although there was some amount of control from the main capital, that was Patliputra, and royal prince, they were sent as governors to other provinces. So that was the system. That provisional capital, Ujjain and Taxila, from there was control over other provinces. But there was some amount of control from Patliputra, the main capital, and royal princes, they were sent as governors. Besides, there were vast areas between these centers, and the Mauryan officials or Mauryan armies tried to control roads and rivers, as these roads and rivers, they were important for transport and to collect whatever resources were available as tax and tribute. The Mauryans, they also tried to capture some of the areas, especially control the roads and rivers, as they were important for transportation, and if they capture those areas, then they could get tax and tribute. Tax we know, and tribute, it means the things given by people willingly. Whether the people gave more or less willingly, those things they were known as tribute. The people living in forest, they provided the Mauryan officials elephants, timber, honey, wax, forest products. They were provided by people living in forest to the Mauryan officials. Here we end this topic. Thank you, students.